Good evening, traders. It's Mark here from the day trading room. It's currently 10 past 10 on Thursday evening, London time. It's going to be a quick video because not much happened today as we expected. Yesterday we had a solid uptrend day where the market found some new value up around the 10,250 level on the Dow Cash. It hovered around there. We had a good solid push up on the data, and then we consolidated at the highs and pushed to new highs towards the end. So a typical trend day. So today, what could we expect? Well, we looked at today. My initial target was going to be the 10,300 for any follow through, and on any downside, I was going to be a buyer at this 10,230 level. But really, I was going to look for any significant support or a push down that failed to continue to buy. So that's what I did. So let's move to a 1 minute chart. So here's the 1 minute chart. As you can see, this morning we opened up around the yesterday's close and proceeded to push down. Very slow morning action. And we push lower, and this is the sort of action that you like to see. But the ticks really didn't get very low at all. We pushed low, we couldn't get through this 10,245 on the YM. This is now a YM chart, and we started to push back up. And as soon as you see this sort of volume pushing back up, considering yesterday was a solid uptrend day, then you're looking to buy. You've got a good risk reward. You can work your trade within this portion here. You've got your stop under that low, and as soon as you see this sort of level of interest with that sort of volume and the ticks then breaking out, that's more importantly to see ticks breaking out, high volume. Then there's your long position there. So we took a long there, and the ultimate target we're looking for was the 10,300 on the Dow. We didn't get that. We got to push up. We managed to get our first scale away around this level, and we had to close our last batch just before the data came out. I don't like to hold any position over data, and get completely flat just in case something comes out unexpected. We actually popped on the data, and we pushed high, and we held at this high level here. Interestingly, we held at this. Clear those out. We held at this 10 to 90 level for quite a while on the tape, and I actually went long at this point here, expecting a further push up. And what happened is we got this push up that failed, came back and started just to hold, and it just held far too long for my liking. So I closed the trade. Actually took a 3 tick profit, but closed the trade, which was the correct thing to do, as we then started to push down and really found no support whatsoever. Now this is a really interesting pattern actually. I've talked about the pattern before, where you get a 3 candle push, a pullback, and then a further push in the direction of the trend. But this really was a case of that not working, and so this initial spike was met with reasonable selling. But what interested me was this portion here in the market, because the market had pulled down, found some support, and started to push back up on a very small time frame. Now, you would expect, having come from here and have some bullish news, to then push and test the highs. When you get that failure that turns back round and starts to break lower, that's when you can look a bit more closely and say, you know what, there's a short position here. So I took my first short here with a stop above that high, and then as we push lower here, we start to curl back. I took another short here, and I moved the whole stop to this level here, just above that last swing high there. So short there, and then covered as we came out into these lows around here. Scaled that as usual, with the final exit around here when I just saw that we couldn't break through this last low. I was looking for a break of this low. We didn't get it. We started to pop back up. Well, I was allowing it a little bit of room for it to continue lower. It didn't, so I just took an exit there, and that was it for the day for me. It was a case of the morning setup, which I had a hypothesis on before, was wait for a pullback that doesn't continue selling, and then look to get long on that, which is what it did. and didn't get much out of that trade really. Just got this chunk here because I had to come out before data. And the second trade, based on data. Oh, actually, the second trade was this long here, which I scratched for a 3 tick profit. Purely because I thought that this was just pausing for another leg up. It did push up slightly, then came back, and it was just holding too long. And it was exactly the right thing to do. Read that extremely well, and we pushed back. And I was still open-minded for a long anywhere down to here, even here, if we'd have seen some good strength in the tape. But we didn't. And more importantly, what happens is when you get that failure, you know that there are other people who have perhaps bought all this and are expecting a push up, don't get it. Then you get the reversal. So as soon as I saw this, this was the push up. That then failed, and then you can take the short. That's the short entry there. As soon as that fails, that's your short entry. I was prepared to have a stop above the high because the range wasn't that big. So just gentle size in there, stop above the high. And then when we start to roll over, push down, okay, that's when you see some good low ticks, you see some reasonable volume, push back up that fails, so curls back over again. Then you can bring your stop to here, get a bit more aggressive on your short, and look to scale out. I was looking for new lows, we didn't get it, but anyway, a nice trade and a nice end to the day. Apart from that, I stayed clear of it today. Volume was very, very low. We've got some payroll data tomorrow, and of course Labour Day weekend. Not many setups to see. A little bit of a push into the close upwards. Took us over that 10,300 level on the cash. So that's about it for the day. Any questions? Email me, mark@thedaytradingroom.co.uk, or go to the forum at www.thedaytradingroom.com.